All right, give me a fucking link here. Come on. All right, give me a fucking link here. Come on. All right, are we going? Fuck, I can tell. Wow. Are we live? I can't tell. Hey, oh yeah, I'm such a weird thing to do this by yourself. I have no idea if I'm on, if anybody's here, if the technology's working. Thanks, Mark. All right, so I guess we're streaming. Well, that's progress. Okay, let's see if we get a few more on here and we'll get rolling. I got a good lineup today. Okay. Did I leave off here? All right, first up, I got Ben B. All right, let's get a couple more rolling. I'm a little behind schedule today. It's kind of a scramble to get running on time. All right. Okay. I usually give it 5 minutes. Let any stragglers that might be joining us show up. How's the market doing? All right, how's Bitcoin doing? I got Walker there. Okay, hang on. Okay, good. All right, so I'm on Twitter, so looks like things are working. All right, let's go back a sec here. All right, back to where I was. Oh, what have I got there? Jesus, I've got too much open. I know that. Okay, so here's the copy. All right, let's get a couple more on here. Well, I do know most people watch the recording based on the numbers. All right. Well, maybe just you and me, Mark. If somebody else shows up here, you know, with the restream thing, I can't see who's on. Let's see, what do I get over here? More? No, I guess not. All right, let's see, what do we got? Oh shit, there's 11:35. All right, well, we'll start with what we got. God damn it. Hey, here we go. All right. Ben Boyd, that's got to be you, Ben B. That's got to be you. All right. So, okay, Mike's good. All right, guys, thanks. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. 11:35, we'll get her started. So, Ben B, I've got you up first here. So, let me get rid of the... We're all disclaimed. All right. Hi, guys. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got a few more showing up. Okay, let's give it a rip. All right, so starting out here. Oh, it looks like the delay is not too terribly bad today. That's good news. All right. So, oh shit, let me get rid of that. I know that bugs because I tend to talk with my hands. So this is Ben B. Howdy, Ben B. It was kind of a tricky one. This is Diamondback Energy Inc. I think that's what you gave me is the daily. It doesn't matter. It's kind of a tricky count. I would say, you know, from the Elliott perspective, we're getting a little bit into, you know, at times, right? You can't expect it to be perfect, like perfect impulse. Like you got to at times go with what the market's implying. So this is such a clusterfuck in here of chop slop. Kind of went over here and said, okay, can I get a 5 in up here? it's not the cleanest. And then I think, Ben, you're absolutely right. It's tricky. Let's go back here. Oh, here, let me get, here, hang on a second. Let me just get here a color template that I recognize. Okay, right, so this is tricky, right? No question. Did you give it to me in log? I don't know, it doesn't matter really. So what's our range? Well, fuck, actually. From 14 to 170, maybe I guess we do have to be in log. Although it doesn't, I don't think it looks as good. You get better separation. Let's stay out of log. So 1, 2, well, of course your first thought is, oh, put the 3 here, right? 1, 2, 3, oh, we don't overlap. It's kind of what you would think, right? In the process, like, well, what the, right? Well, it kind of keeps going. So it strikes me that there's such a, well, number one, this is a clear 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we got to deal with that. You can't just go, oh, fuck, that's inconvenient. You got to, well, if you can, right? There are times where you can't, right? And it's not playing good Elliott. It looks to me like this would have to be an A, B, C, right? So this would be the 4 of the internal count to get you up to this 3. Now it's really extreme, right? So if we look at the length of the 1, right? It's always good to measure, but look how. I don't know if I bring it over here. How nicely that pings right here into the 2618, which is, they go farther than that. But I mean, for an equity like this, that's a pretty good rip for the third to go that far. Now we're kind of making do with what we've got in here. I mean, you see look below, right? You see the clear. This is long enough here. I just doubled it. So rather than 534, I went to a 1070, which is, I was taught that years ago. When you're looking at a big swing structure like this, where the 534, it's just too many little humps. So 1, 2, you kind of got to live with it, right? So it's not great. Again, don't expect perfect. Now it looks to me like we have to do. This is the 4, right? We're not progressing the trend. You've got a very clear 3 right in the middle of it. So you want to go A, B, C, but you've got a 3 here, and this is a 5. So you got to work with what's there. So it strikes me we've got to do a 3, 3, 5 into a W, A, B, C into an X, and then A, B, it's a little funky into the C here, so we get a WXY. At least in my first glance at it here, that looks like the cleanest count that would keep us valid. This is your note here, Ben, right? It looks like a 4, right? It's wacky, right? But as you note here, what are we really doing? We're going sideways. We're not progressing the trend. So sideways, what do you have here? I think this is a 50 and a 200. So then we get this, interesting, right? You would think maybe a little bit lower here, but then we get right back into another impulse. So I think the 3, 4 working for the 5 is the clean count here. I'm going to hide this just for a second. Oh, thought I was going to hide that. Hide right there. Okay, so now we get a better look at it. So WX or A, B, C. It's a pretty big expanded B, right? But you can't. That's another 5, right? So you're kind of the swing structure is kind of forcing you into this, which is not a bad thing, right? If you dig enough, right, you go, oh, okay, I see it. How am I making this a 4? Essentially, what are we doing here? Sideways, right? So then we come out of it. Here's where we come out of it. Here, 1, 2, right, and it's deep. There's a little bit of like, okay, see, it's tempting to go, oh fuck, what do we care? Let's just go over to the right. Who cares? But that will affect in terms of potential targets and any retracements and where we start to invalidate. So I think this is the best. Oh shit! I never wanted to say my count is the right count, but this is a count that I think works. So here, this being our 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, we got an internal impulse, right? That's drop dead simple. Okay, so if we dig into there, looks like that 4 is going in. Now we got to pay attention here. Look how close that is, right? Again, this is shit this is not coincidental, right? That doesn't happen by accident. So 1, 2, here's the impulse. Nice channeling, right? Good touch, Ben, right? To get the channeling on, right? It's always just a guide, right? Use the channeling as a guide with Elliott. Okay, well now that's going to have to hold, right? Or this is going to you're going to have to rethink this. This is a cluster in here of just chop. Again, what you're kind of stuck with it. There's not much you can do. I did put on the range finder, a range detector. It's actually a good little indicator here when you're looking for. I thought I might catch it up here, but I have to widen it. 1, 2, we get stuck in a range. We come out of the range. This is nice work, Ben. Are you on here? Yeah, there's Ben. So nice detail in here. What is it, right? What the fuck? Triangle. 3, ABC into the 4, straight ripper into the 5th of the 3rd, right? So it all looks good. Again, just measure twice, cut once. That's a little, you know, we don't really want the 4s going below the 50, ideally, right? So for a better kick at the 5th. So up here, oh shit, that might be, that's a lot, all right? So if we take length of the 1, if that is the 4, well, anything up here is all of this. So you got a series of targets here. All of this would be pretty reasonable. I don't think there's anything we're missing here. So here's a little, the divergence here really does show, right? Here's the big kick right out of the chute, big kicker here. We drift another, right? Here's the expansion. The B expansion. I mean, it's a 3 all day, so you're kind of stuck with it. Big kick again, and then this was always the advantage of why I was taught to use this for Elliott Wave, right? You see that 4 as we come down. Now, you don't really want the 4 going deep like this. Ideally comes right back to the 0 line, and then you kick for the 5th, and you get a divergence in the 5th. So that all plays really nicely here. If I went to a 12-hour, you'd probably see that just beautifully, right? Come right to the 0 line. Up we go, and you got a little divergence, right? So that's a nice tell that, okay, I got a good candidate here for the 3rd. Where did we get there on the 3rd? Again, you're just looking for, okay, what does it usually do? Again, I cannot make this shit up. There's no way, right? I mean, where's the most common location for a 3rd wave? 1618, 175. That's to the tick. You think that's random? No, it's not random. Okay, so we trace back here. We don't overlap by a tick. People aren't that precise. No way. It's not people doing that. Okay, so get all that out of there. Get all that out of there. So question. All right, well, all of that, nice, that's fancy. Who gives a fuck, right? How do I make money here? Well, right, I mean, I say that somewhat glibly, right? But at the end of the day, okay, let me get rid of that. I have a count here that I can work with. I understand, right? It makes sense to me, even though this got a little funky. Okay, I'm right in the middle of an impulse. Again, you hear me say this often, right? Do we know that's going up? Fuck, of course not. Nobody knows where the market's going ever. Well, maybe some insiders do, but for us, just trying to trade it, nobody knows where it's going. Don't let anybody ever tell you they know where it's going. Right? Guard your wallet if they're telling you that. But here we have the potential. All we can ever hope for, right? You've heard me say this many times, is to have the slightest edge. Right? Just slight. That's all you're ever going to get. Don't look for more than that. So I have look how precise this count is. Are you going to sell that? Would you short that? Probably not, right? I mean, if you've got even just the slightest clue of Elliott Wave, would you short that? Probably not, right? You'd think, why would you? Again, I mean, to some degree, you got to look at this and go, okay, resistance. Oh, okay, we got through by a wick. Now we're back testing again. So to think, okay, well, that's a reasonable location to get. Let's get down to a 4 here. This starts to break up a little bit, something like this. Okay, is that gorgeous? No. What are we going to do with that? What are we going to do with that? Can we break that into a 3? That's a pretty good, look at that nice V recovery. God damn, what can we get in there? A, B. You might might have a little. We might have a little diag coming. Oh shit! Now we got new rules for our diags. Right? I just at first glance, I'd be. Maybe that's got another kick. Maybe. Can we get a W? 1, 2. Well, looks like that's a pretty good A. I think that's too much a stretch to try and turn that into a 3, right? You're doing it because you need that, right? To be consistent here. This okay? Looks like there's a 5, 3, 5 there. It looks like an A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that actually could fly. 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3. God, the 2 to the 4 is just horrific. Can we get it? Oh, God. Maybe you could turn that into some sort of a triangle here, but it's right just to reduce it a little bit in terms of what's actually there. Is that great? No. But I wouldn't resist trading this just because I don't have a perfect Elliott, A, B, C, and the 5, 3, 5. I don't get a perfect count here. So now, so you look here and you say, okay, really? They're not going to sweep that? Right? Algorithms are going to look here and say, okay, well that's wide open, right? There's a couple of ripe cherries down here. Oh, we're just going to leave those? I don't think I would be ready to go on this yet. If I did, I'd be really tight with the stop here. Oh, we're on a 60. This plays better as an ABC, actually. Because that leaves me a little bit uncertain here, so I would wait a little bit here. So we've got trend line liquidity sitting up here, as you can see right here. Right? So this is, we've got it on both sides. It's kind of triangle-ish down here. This is a bit of a hurry up for me, right? So again, I'm picky, right? So this wouldn't be good enough for me. I'm going to need to see something kick up here and show me that you can get through some of this consolidation, and then I would look for the, whatever kind of a retrace I could get here. Something to say, okay, we're going. You're kind of fucked here, right? So what would you think? 1, 2, 1, 2? No, 1, 2. Right? Doesn't quite work. So this would be hurry up and wait for me. It's not quite good, right? So I know I love to give you guys trades, but if it's not there, I think that's a bit of a force. Let's go out to an 8. I mean, yeah, it's easier out here to go, oh, ABC, well, what's the big deal? But if you break it down, it's a little unclear there. I'd want to see something come out of here. Okay, show me, give me legs. Show me you got, well, fuck, if we're going to do a 5, right, we got to have a 1, 2. I'll wait for the 1, 2. That again, just that's how I would do it. I would wait for that. Come on back down here. Show me you got some legs. Okay. See, I think sometimes the tendency is like, oh, I got to get the pivot turn, right? Because the thinking is that if I get in closer to the low, the stop is lower. Well, that's true, but you can find yourself getting stopped out a whole lot, and every time you get stopped out, it gets a little bit harder to pull the trigger the next time. 1, 2, 3 times, by the third, you better really like it. And then, then you have to ask yourself, am I just too tight on the stops, right? You got to give them a little bit of room to breathe. But you could be pretty tight down here, actually, because this came, so that's the 1, right? So if we overlap that, then we can't be thinking about this as a 4. So that's about as close as you can get. 1, 2, but that's not a 1, 2. Right, so it still looks like it's not sure what it wants to do. So I'd be kind of hurry up and wait there. You're in a squeeze right here. Well, actually, you're still in a squeeze. I'm picky again. I just would wait for that to break, right? Come out of the squeeze, right? Now we're rolling over a little bit. On the potential, right, that we might invalidate, and then this whole thing has to be reconsidered, right? If we break this, right, we invalidate the 4. So this is, I mean, you could, oh shit, right? I mean, it's not an inexpensive equity, right? So I'd likely be playing with options here. I don't think you need to let it kick. It'll come back a little bit. Oh, you'd have a, let's go to 1 here. You'd have a little order block up here. right? Demand zone. I'd probably use the whole thing, right? Just what all of that. All right, let's see. Let's kick up here. See how we do here, right? This is that's not going to be a 50. I'd let that kick, take the retrace, and then I'd have a little more conviction right here after seeing this. Oh, okay, we're coming out of whatever this corrective action is. Retrace. Okay, now I feel good, right? So I can put a stop down here. Off you go. All right. Okay, that's quick and down and dirty. I'm long FANG with 152. I'm long FANG. Oh, FANG. Oh, fuck. I'm looking at FANG thinking, oh, he's talking about the FANG stocks. That's literally is that their handle? God, it must be. 152 with 152. You're long from 152. Oh, that's shit. Nice. Well, you caught that right. It's about as close as you can, right? So either way, you're in this with a tight stop. Now, if you're going to go to do this with options, right, you must be long the underlying. The thing with options, right? Don't overstay your welcome, right? Every day, right? You're paying for that option. Okay, so that's nice, Ben. Thanks for that one. This is getting tricky in here. So you must have a feel for this, or just you like to trade in the energy markets, but that is a clusterfuck. I don't know. I'd be curious to know what PK would think of that. Okay, so we're going to move on there to James M. giving us a Bitcoin update. Okay, so this is bottom right. Okay, so let's see if I can get his in here. Oh, it's funny. I was looking at FANG and I'm thinking, oh, he must have saved. It must have been a template he saved for the FANG stocks, and I didn't recognize that was their handle. Okay, Bitcoin. What are you doing, Bitcoin? He wants bottom right. This is his primary, or what he wants us to look at. Oh, nice, right? So this is good here. He's working with the RSI. Is that native? I think it might be. Okay, so here this is. All right, so that's in sync with, I think, most. Oh, wait a sec. Let's see. All right. Well, this is I think this is open to interpretation, right? So many are looking at this as 1-2. James is going 1-2-1-2. Either way, right? It doesn't really matter. This is a high class problem to have. Is it 1-2-1-2 or 1-2? As long as it's a 2, right? Whatever comes next is all just a bonus, right? If there's another 1-2 in here, it's more bullish. Okay, so if this is our 2 and then we're coming out of here, now this is the trickiest bit of the whole thing. 1, right? That's an interesting choice. He's going to go 1, A, B, C into the secondary 2. Okay, again, this is a little bit different than. Well, it's a little bit different than my primary, which is okay, right? So again, it's never about my count being the right count. This is more, he's more bullish, right? So I have the 1 here and the 2 here. So he's doing it a little bit. Well, shit. Here, I should just do it this way, a little bit more aggressively. So it flies, right? So shit. Let's go to a 1. See if we can make that fly. I'm sure it does, right? He's not going to post anything that doesn't. Oh, shit, I might have gone too far there. Let's go to a 4 and get back there. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's the impulse. 1, 2, 3. Triangle 4 into the 5. That all looks good. This is the tricky bit where you're like, what is the triangle? 5, 4 going sideways, now progressing the trend, pops up for the 5, 4. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, so this is the 5th, so we get a contracting diag for the 3. Very nice. Boy, he does good work. Now, one of the things that he does that he uses so effectively, right, and I was just using a different version of it, is the Elliott oscillator. Now, this is likely going to be at 534. That looks like typical. So, but here's your 3, right? Here's your 3. Well, let's see. Let's do it this way. Right, so here's the 3, right? Look underneath. So there's the 3, the peak of the Elliott oscillator. Duh. Okay, well, then we come down here. Here's the 4. Right, as we come to the 0 line, here's the 5, right? Dramatic divergence. Okay, so that's the 5 of the 3. Down for the 4, up for the 3. 4, right? That's kind of deep for that 4, but A, B, C into the 4. Come back, right? This is very common, down 2 degrees, right, to the 4, right? The 3, 4, down a degree. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That gives us the candidate here for the 3. So, meaning, well, we got a big gap here. Okay, so let's look at that. If that's the top of the 3, the 4, well, my guess is what he's doing here is because this is shallow, that he's looking for a shallow 4 here. Now, we don't want a big 4 relative to that 2. So my guess is that's why he's, without checking with him, why he's leaving the 4 here a bit shallow, because relative to that 2, if you got a big 4, you're going to start to rethink this because it won't have the right look, as Elliott would describe it. So all of this comes up here. These are all the high class problems I was talking about. If there's an extra 1, 2 here, it's all the more bullish. This is good work, James. That's nicely done. To find a way to finish that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So if we do traditional measuring, right? If the top is in there, let's get our 4 on there. Oh, fuck me, come on. All right, so 23 would be ideal right to the 233, Vegas wave, anywhere in here, the prior, all of this, Jesus, this is just perfect, right? If we can get anywhere in here for the 4. All right, looks like we've doubled up here. What are we on, Coinbase? Did we get a higher high? Oh, we did by a tick. Look at that. What a great example here on this chart. Where is the single worst place you could enter the market? Right there. Yet they do it over and over and over again. Thankfully. Inexperienced, I'm not going to call them stupid. I'm just going to say inexperienced, right? They're not stupid. They're just inexperienced, right? That you never do that, right? Yeah, you're going to say, oh, but I just saw one over here that were just one. Doesn't matter. That's over time. If you keep doing that, right? Like this guy did it, this guy did it, this guy did it. You're just asking to be bent over there. You're just asking for it. So expect to get it. If you get away with it, bad news, because then you'll do it again. Right? If you're doing it, you're gonna do it till you learn, right? You just sooner or later you're gonna stop doing it. 3, 4. All right, so this is a bit of a hurry up and wait, right? It's kind of funny. It's kind of the same thing in the equity markets today. Everybody's just assuming bullishness. They're just assuming, right? Fuck, right? Fed's gonna lower, interest rates peaked, everything's good, right? So look at the market today, right? Why aren't we in just a rip-roaring rager, right? Look at Bitcoin, right? Why aren't we ripping? The market started out hot, and then I'm talking about the equity markets, right, where it's kind of a good read of sentiment. Went up, did the same thing yesterday, and then rolled over again. Now, today it was up and then rolled over deeply, and now it's fighting its way back. But we're not getting the, where's my Christmas bonus? It's still likely to come, but you can't just assume it, right? That's what retail will do that all the time. They'll just buy the market. Oh, all of a sudden it's going down. Wait! I thought interest rates had peaked. Why are we going down? There's no easy money in the market. Don't ever. As soon as you think, oh God, lay down, you're going to get run over. Okay, so 3, this is just a hurry up and wait, kind of the same thing, right? So, but this is great work from James to diagnose that, right? He's great at solving the puzzle, right? It's real strength, right? So, give me something. Got nice support down here. I got the Vegas wave, I got the 233, I've got structure. OMG, right? Can I get it at 35? But not yet. Not yet. Well, we've got a pattern here. It's completing. Too soon. That's great work, James. Right? I got to update my count here. I don't think I've updated it since we started doing that. Right? It's very well done. You guys learn from him. He's very good with this. Okay. All right, I guess I'm going to move off of that because I don't think there's a trade there. Okay, here's one by request. I'm going to save that, as I often do. I save the good ones, right? And I use them for my own trading. I got a lot of AVAX here. So let's go over here. I don't know why I have two AVAX. Let's go over here. Oh, this is, how do I say that? Rob A-E-N-G? Rob, an engineer. I don't know what that means. But he wants to see PayPal. PayPal. Okay, so let's get PayPal in here. PayPal. I do a lot of business with PayPal. All right, well, what have I got on here? Okay, so I've got, this is, I've been using this lately here. It's not that it's better or worse than Sonar Labs, it's just free, right? So it's just a very good one. So I've been using this to show guys, you don't have to spend $60. I mean, is Sonar Labs a little bit better? Yeah, actually it is. But this is 90% there, right? And with a little knowledge. This is a good one, right? So I've mentioned this a couple times. Oh shit, what is this one called? Price Action Concepts by, here, hang on, I'll show it because I think this one, Price Action Concepts by Stratified Trade. Right, quite good for a free market structure indicators. Quite good. And then, I've got, you don't need it actually because they have fair value gaps. I've got Nephew Sam, that one. That's it. I don't have initial balance. Okay. All right, so enough of that. I just referring people to it because it's good and it's free. As opposed to, $60 a month. Ooh, I got to pay that? What the heck? Why am I stalling there? What the heck is going on? Oh, that's weird. Okay, well let's get back here to here. I got to get back further. Let's go to a 3-day. Got to get some perspective on it. Okay, well we might see a 3 coming down. Let's reset here. Oh, PayPal. Looks like an alt, doesn't it? It really is remarkable. Somebody bought it right there. Oh, I know what it is. That's what's on. That's what's fucking me up. Somebody bought it right there. How'd that work out? It's just amazing. You almost can't believe they do it. But they do. Okay, so A, B, Jesus, what are we doing? Oh, I guess you'd finish that as I guess you could dig a diag out of that. Trade of the year. That's short. Boy, look how good that is actually. Right, big fair value gap there. Right, big imbalance right there. Looks like it's too far. It looks like it's a 786. Let's go. A little fat. Yeah, so it looks like maybe 707. A little much on that side of it, but what a great retrace off of the double here. The entire chart. That's the single worst trade you could have made anywhere on that chart. Yet somebody made it. Okay. Let's get back on track here. So I got RSI. Jesus, that is quite a fall. Okay, so what do we got here? All right, so as I look at this, what would I do? Well, I would just start looking at the geometry, right? So it's not an obvious Elliott count. Okay, was there any question about what the trend is? That's kind of silly. Well, of course not. So what are we looking for? Signs of a low. Signs of a low, right? I mean, that's pretty, 27, that's pretty oversold. So let's go back to a daily. Now, this is of all of the characteristics that you get to a point where, hang on a second. As they say, know yourself, know your strengths and weaknesses. My natural tendency, and I have to fight this almost every day. When I see a market that's down this far, I am dying to buy it. If it's going down, I want to buy it. If it's going up, I'm dying to sell it. And you got to be careful about that instinct because you don't want to fight the trend just just reflexively. All right, so one of the things I like about market structure, and you can use this in conjunction with Elliott Wave, is it forces you to wait. So whatever is happening here, the premise is we'd come back down here and there would be a demand zone here, and that might be in conjunction with a golden zone or a deeper fib, something like that, where we say, okay, there's a reason why it might come out of here. Right, and head this direction. Right, I can understand it logically. Okay, first, did I get a 5? Well, pardon me, back up. First, did we end with a 5? Did we? Doesn't look like it to me. Right, it looks like this is how is anybody seeing anything but a 3 there? Right, that's a 3 all day. So what do we know? Right, we can't. Oh shit, that looks like that's a 3 as well. It looks like it's a 3 within a 3. Fuck, let's go to a 4, see if we can actually get a 5 out of that. No, it's just too force fit. 1, oh fuck, 1, it's A, B, it's another zigzag. So you'd have to get, oh fuck, how are we gonna do that? This is a tough one. Who gave me this? This is Rob A, it sounds like it's Rob A, or engineer, maybe he's an engineer. All right, so how are we getting out of this? What the fuck? Oh, there's a part of me that looks at that and goes, oh, fuck, does it even matter what that is? It doesn't really matter until we get down here. Yeah, I think that, okay, so the whole way down, this is the only exception here, it looks like. This is the only spot where we have a break in that, right? Or they just went up here and swept those highs. You'll note there's not a close above, right? Those are wicks going up. So lower, low, lower, high, lower, right? The whole way down, lower, low, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, right? It's just all the way. So do we have anything here that would suggest, okay, right, if the Elliott's not going to be cooperative, well, one thought would be, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, that's not going to work, right? So, and this, that looks, the implication there would be a 5, right? So there's a 5. Though you'd have to do an ABC there. 3. Jesus Christ. That's a zigzag too, right? There's just, I'm thinking maybe I can find a better finish there. Well, that looks like that finishes. You might have to do this A, B, C right here, W, X, Y into the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So the C finishes. That's decent. Oh, but all of this before it, there's another zigzag into a 5. Well, I wouldn't lean as heavily on the Elliott here. Right? So this is a good sign for a low. Remember in an RSI, the 50, I would tell you, is the most important level, right? So but the retrace to the 50 that we hold and then we start to climb suggests to me that I've got a decent demand zone here. We've come into it and tested it and then look at the reaction, right? So there was a chance, if this was going to roll over and we were going to do this as a 3, right? That was the time for it to happen. Well, this created a little demand zone here, and now up we go, right? And we've broken the demand the supply that was here. So with that break, now all of a sudden we're seeing change of character from lower, low, lower, high, relentlessly. All of a sudden, change of character, right? So is that something I can work with? Well, by itself, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like you might have a 5 there. Looks like you might get. Let's put this here. It's not gorgeous. One, two, three, four. I don't really want to do that, but I might have to. Let's move this over one, see if we can make that work. Let's go to sync down here. See if we get if there's any benefit from this. Man, that's going to be hard to get around that as the 3. I think we're stuck with that. That's a 5. That looks like a 5. Okay, I guess I can get a zigzag into this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. This thing ain't pretty. Tough one. Do a 30. See if I get any benefit there. 1, 2. Okay, let's see if we can make that fly. All right, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like that's a 3. Tricky one. PayPal. Geez, I'm down to a 30, which I usually don't do. All right, so where's our next target here? If this is going to go up for a 5, let's change that color. Just separate it. I don't love this actually, but let's see what we did there. Did we do it to 38? Yeah, there's a 38. Okay. Oh, let's probably, you could probably do it here. No, actually, I keep it there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the 5. Shallow on the 2. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 is going in. PayPal. Okay, so we this is all wick now, so we're officially not. This is the implication would be, okay, we're going to keep moving, but we don't have a close beyond that pivot there that created the supply. Next one here, and then the liquidity's up here. So let's just look, see. Okay. Is Al in here doing anything? Yeah, he's in here. Get that down. Golden zone target for the 3. So it looks like kind of the same thing. All right, let's see what we can do with some geometry, right? So it's always multi-pronged. Oh, I'd probably just do this as a sliding parallel. Something like that, just to contain it like that. It's actually a little fatter than we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a long way back, so you know that's I like that, right? So oh god, look how far we came, right? $50 from wherever we were, 300-400. Well, so for the full count, I'd be inclined to be thinking something like that. Oh, let's get, what do we not used here? Blue. Okay, so I'd be leaning there on the 60. You could add an Elliott oscillator on there. Why not? Again, I like this one with a squeeze in it. Little squeeze, little squeeze. Okay, so right, this is why James and most Elliotticians will often refer to this. You know, James makes it kind of a cornerstone. He labels them, right? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That with, right, you see the, oh fuck me, with the divergence right there. I don't want you, Jesus, hit something there, right? So clear divergence. Okay, 3, 4, 5 of the 1, down for the 2. Now we're starting again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It's just patterns that repeat themselves, right? It's just reflected down here. Now, of course, these can change, right? So it's more meaningful. Hang on. More meaningful after the fact, right? When we're back to 0, because when it's here, you know, this can just keep going. So careful about assuming, oh, okay, done, we're done, right? Because this can keep, it's a little bit more helpful if you're going back a swing or two saying, okay, did that happen? Did I get the divergence here to give me the 5 to the 3 to the 1, 2? It did, right? So now, okay, well now we're down here on a 60 and whoa, I got kind of hot here again. What happened the last time I got hot here, right? I mean, you don't want to just blindly go, what happened the last time? So every one of those pivots that in sync with the Elliott oscillator is the RSI over, what do we got here? 80, 70, over 70. And yet again, and now what do we got? Earnings. No, pardon me, headlines, excuse me. I mean, here's a little bit of support. You wouldn't want it to go down that far, so I would just leave it here, right? So, okay, here I am. Is it ripe for a trade? Not quite. I would say not yet, but that I'd be eyeballing for that. As long as we stay above this and it's, you know, it comes in, we get a little 3 out of that. Okay, well, or it could be a triangle, right? Something like that. Come up, complete it at the supply. Okay, so this got, note the fair value gap here got rebalanced here. So here, tut, down, up, down, through, right? And it needed to create a fair value gap here to do it, right? So, right, that strength was required, right? Because there was weakness here. I mean, I'd leave it right here and say, okay, bring it in. Fair value gap at a 4. Oh, what do we got? That's a 21, I think. 21 McGinley, or 21 EMA. 4 for the 5, right? I wouldn't shoot for the moon there. Okay, well, let's pull that out, right? And say, okay, well, what are we doing here? We're just trying to complete the 1. So don't feel like, oh fuck, I missed it. God damn it. No, this is just, if we're turning this giant ship around, ooh, is there a long climb back, right? So don't feel like, oh fuck, I didn't get the 2. Shit. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to complete the, I mean, is that going to be the 3? Would it even be there? Let's see if we can, let's get a target. All right, so again, there are benefits to Elliott Wave that no other method offers, period. Now, some people hate it, right? It's to each his own. But okay, that would be an ideal scenario. And I can get up here, at least I can be 100% the length of the 1. Right now, a reminder, I have to say this just for those that are new students, right? 3 doesn't have to be the longest, it just can't be the shortest. So we can have the extension in the 1. If we don't get a full kick here, you can't, oh, disqualified. No. Ideally, right? You'd like to see it come up here and bump into the supply and, oh, hey, there's the 3. But that would only be the 100. But it would be too much, right, to ask this of the 5th. Could it happen? Yeah, of course, right? But I'd be quite content with that. To give me the 3rd, okay, because we're just trying to get into the 1, right? Come think how far this has to go if it's coming back, right? Each one of those pivots would be targets, every one of them. Let's see if I can get that to work again. What do you think I'm going to find there? This is, honestly, I'd consult with PK on that myself. It looks like it's a, maybe you can get a diag out of that. I don't know. I wouldn't sweat it. I can see what happened here, right? So this is, okay, so you got everything you're looking for here, right? We got all this consolidation here. We come back right to it, right? You call it supply, call it an order block, whatever it almost doesn't matter, right? And we got Al right here, right? So boom, down we go. Target, hit, reaction, right? And how do we know it's an algo? It's not this, it's this. Okay, now coming off, I'm working through a 5. The only thing I don't like about it here is this is sure looks like a 3. But then I'm not spending an hour. No, I don't think that's a good use of our time here to do that, right? So coming off of this, okay, next retrace, I'm interested. Oh shit, I take that back. You could, depending on how aggressive you want to be here, you could take the shorter swings. You could let it come down and give you the 4. You don't quite have it yet. Take the 4 to the 5. Retrace, get the bigger 4 to the next 5. Why not? Why would you not be thinking that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, coming out of the hole. Why would you not think that? Well, the only reason I can come up with here is that with this finish is a little iffy. Well, here now it doesn't look so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so this the 5th of the C. But how the fuck are we gonna do that? Fuck. Maybe we can do it. Maybe you could do it this way. Oh fuck. Hang on. 1, 2. Ugh. I want to do it there. 3, 4, 5 gives me an A wave. So I keep coming back to this. I get stuck here. If I did it here, 4, 5, A, B, C, you're still It's not good Elliott ball here, but this actually is. $50, you could trade the underlying. Or go with some options, right? But discipline, right? With options, discipline. You got to get out, right? Because you don't have to get out with options, right? Unless you put a stop on them. You don't have to get out, right? So it's a double-edged sword. A little retrace here, fair value gap, take it, but do not let it come down much. You know, I would, well, here's absolute got to get out, right? If it overlaps the one, right? The impulse is dead. All right, there we go. There you go, Rob A. Engineer. Yeah, okay, good there. Ben B. Oh, Ben B is back with another. All right, Ben B, what are you thinking? All right. What do we got? Let's kind of get something that's ripe. Something that's ready right now. Maybe this is it. Oh, dark default copy. What do we got? Range. Resource Corporation. Never looked at them before. No idea what they do. Doesn't really matter. Oh, we're doing a cup and handle here? Giant cup. You are right. Okay. Well, let's come back for a second. Oh, here I gotta. Let's go log and see how much we got here. Oh shit, we got a lot. Oh God. Let's get out to a weekly. All right, so now we can see where we are. Whew. All right, let's come out of log now. Let's see what we really need. Well, that's interesting, right? So, what? I feel like we're looking at alts. Oh, I don't. It almost doesn't matter here. I wouldn't be trying to go 1-2. I just go, okay, all right, so here's my new low. 2020 low. Is that COVID? It's right. Yeah, it's right around COVID. Yeah, that's COVID. Okay, so A, B, C, and then we start again. Okay, so let's get back to now that I'm going to mark this so I don't lose it. Oh shit. Where's my vertical line? Vertical line. Okay, let's get to a daily. Here's our low. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I don't know that it matters, right? So, okay, impulse, right? So we can look at this and say, okay, impulse. Now, is that the 2? Well, that's a nice 3, 4, 5, right? So that. All right, so this we finish it here, right? So this is the end of it. A, right? B. Oh, just because it's just so obvious, right? Where's the worst possible place you could enter this market? Worst. The whole chart. Where's the worst possible place you could enter? How's that working out for them? I like to think nobody's going to do that. If you've watched a few of my webinars or something, what do we call these? Live streams? Yeah, it's going to overlap here. A little bit of a cluster. Well, you could definitely, if I'm going to simplify, okay, something 4-ish, right? We're not progressing the trend. I don't know. Let's see if we 3, 4, 5, A, B. I'll burn too much time here. Something like this gets us done. Okay, now can we get out of there? There's a newer low, so we can't. What are we hitting over here? That's a new low, right? So you can see the lows are getting swept. Highs are getting swept. These lows get swept, but they leave it. right, so, all right, let's just start a little detective work. Where's Al? That's too far. Let's go back one. Here he is. This is where we finished. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's get down to an 8. Oh shit! Here, I don't want to lose too much time. I'll bore you guys to death. Well, this is our pivot here. Ah shit! I think we're stuck with that as a. New low here, so this A, B. I don't want. Here's what I do. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I don't want to do this. Don't want to do that. That seems to be what it's throwing at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got it. I got a 1 or an A. Oh fuck, let's go to a 2. I get. God damn, might be stuck with it. Where's one of my wizards when I need them? PK on here. Yeah. Boy, this is brutal. Wow, I'd probably have to spend some 1, 2, 3. Right? So it looks like that's a 5. Oh, God, you're gonna force me to do that? And then we have to change it into a bunch of diags here. Oh, I don't think that's just not going to work. So I'm be more inclined to start thinking WXY. So let's start looking at that. WXY. I really fuck. Might have to do XZ. XZ. Let's do that. W X Y X. Fuck, I don't love it, but I don't want to get stuck here for too long. Okay, so now we come out of here. If not on a live stream, I'd spend more time with that, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. Looks like we got some sort of a diag coming in here. Shit, no, I can't do that. What a tough one you gave me here. 2, 1, 2, 3. That looks like a 6 here. Okay, I can get a 1 there, but I don't have a 3 here. This is just not playing good Elliott ball, right? So it doesn't mean don't trade it, but I think this is the wrong. This market is not really, again, right? It's not always going to be there and not always going to be perfect. You can't get a, well, so you got a choice here. Let's see. Either you go, all right, well, wrong tool for the job, because it's just not playing good Elliott. Do we have the swing structure here? 1, 2. It's just not there, right? You can't get an impulse out of that. So you're thinking some sort of diag-ish. Well, let's consider that. Maybe this has got more to go if we do it as a diag. A, B, C. Jesus, that's a A, B, C. Well, I can do that. A, B, C. Get anybody's guess. A, B, C. All right, so let's label that. A, B, C for the 3. 2 has to go here. So you're having to do it as a diag. Oh, shit, I don't see another way to do it. So the 4, the overlap here isn't relative to this, because that, if it's going to play as a diag, we're looking for the 4 here. So you're looking for that at the 50, start of the 1 through the pivot of the 3 would bring you down here. You'd want this to overlap. So you're kind of trying to do this, right? You're trying to get an ABC down here to get that overlap, so you work it as a diag right there. So that's a rough one. A lot of chop on Range Resource Corporation. Let's go back to a 4, see if that looks any better. Just so much slop. That's what I see, right? If I'm now gun to my head here, I'm looking for a buy, right? If I had to trade this, I don't know that I would, but if doing it, I'd sit right here going, okay, well, if you bring it down into the pocket, well, shit. Oh, just for fun, let's get put this one on here, see if we get any clues from the market structure that could be useful. Give that a minute. There we go. So here's the, all right, that could help a little bit. Break of structure, these are internal breaks, so up we go. Now here's the first chain. This is classic, this is how Elliott and market structure play together, right? Now we have a kind of a shitty count. What are you doing with that, right? There's no clean count in there really. So let's see if we go ABC, ABC, B, C. It ain't pretty either way, right? But if we're coming down here, so here I've got demand, right? It's been tapped twice, so it's not fully mitigated, although that's a double tap, right? So maybe it's coming lower, right? Maybe it comes to the golden zone where you've got this unmitigated zone here. This has been tapped but not broken. If it comes down here, I'd buy lightly. I'd buy at the 50, but I'd keep some ammo right here to potentially for a golden zone. Now that's going to break your channeling. So then with that, I'd clone it and bring it down like that. So we get a little zone down here. I'd start here, buy it here, out underneath. Underneath this low right here, I'd be out here. So I'd keep the size kind of small here. It's $30 stock, so you could buy the underlying or buy the options. I can't say I love it. It wouldn't be like, oh shit, I gotta have a piece of that. Tough one, right? Tough LA account. The market structure seems to help it a little bit. All right, Ben B, brutal. Man, challenge me today. RR, what's that? How about a small TF? Okay, well, let's take a look at what he's got here. All right. Let's leave that one. Oh, okay. All right, what's that? No problem. Shit, I'm looking at short-term stuff all day long in the S&P, so I'm happy to work in that shorter time frame. So you're trading the CFD, all right, which many do, right? You can take a, well, it's kind of like trading micros if you want to keep the size a little smaller. All right, what are we on? We're on a 15-minute. Well, even though he wants to see the trade in the 15-minute, I would pull that out to an hourly and just get some context. Right? Say, okay, what are we? All right, we've looked at the S&P a number of times. Right, I've done it many times on Friday bids as to, oh God, what are we doing with this? Well, we do get this nice 5 here that finishes. Oh shit, I don't know that matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So, well, you probably have to push that over a little bit so you could use that as the 5 of the 4, but it doesn't really matter. There's your impulse. Again, let's put our, I shouldn't all do these. I'll do a Sonar Lab because I know we've got a lot of people that use Sonar. All right, so let's put that on there, see if we can get some help here. From the market structure, it's pretty much higher highs all the way. Now we're coming up to all of this supply up here. I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you how pervasive Al is in here in the future. It's just nonstop. It's just one after the next, right, all day long. All right, there's one that broke. All right, they don't all hold. You can see what happened here. Swing came to the 50, right, was going for that target back golden zone reaction, but they got it through. All right, so you would have been a little bit, you'd have been tempted to think, oh, trend change here, right? We're coming back here, and oh, look where it rolls over. Right? So, you know, it's not every pivot is going to be in the golden zone, right? And they do break, but it looks like this one, for the one that broke, look at, oh God. Do you see what's happening here? Do you see how the 50 is in the middle of the golden zone for this one? This is as good as it gets right there. Literally splitting the golden zone with the 50, and look where the pivot is right there. And then here are the two targets down here. Probably just a coincidence. That is far from a coincidence. Okay, so coming out of that hole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only, what's not to like? Right, we've broken all the resistance coming back. Right, there's no algo to fight you. There's nobody here to fight you, right? Battle is won. Let's see what I got below. Oh, let's put an RSI on that. Oh shit, I didn't mean that. No, I don't want that. I just want an RSI. Oh shit, what did I get here? Oh yeah, I don't know what I got there. Didn't mean to have that. Okay, so I like this one because you get an MFI is an RSI that includes volume. So green for money, right? So both of them kind of hot here. And this is the market. What are we doing now? It's 11 points, right? It's been 50 plus. Does it look like we need to? Well, let's do this as well. Sorry. Let's use this one with a squeeze in it. All right, so here's the big three, right? Here's the three of the three. Just drift, lower and lower. Calling a top. Temporary. It's not great channeling, as you might suspect here. Like once we broke out of this, you'd almost have to do it again. You could clone it. Well, shit. Let's go back to your 15. Okay, big kick. That's yesterday. Running into all of this supply up here. Interesting how that's things, right? It's just you can't help but see this. So we're in a big range here. Okay, we've broken out. Now we're coming back. We're testing from above. So if you're looking at that, is there a trade there? Do you want to take that trade? If this is the 4, do we have a good finish? Well, we don't. All right. So candidate here is that this has still got more to go. So you might be looking at this as obviously it would be a diag, right? Because we've got a pretty severe overlap, which we can do in the 5th, right? So assuming this is all going to play out this way. 3, 4, A, B, might have to do WXY. Fuck, I don't know that matters. All right, so you're back into this consolidation. Looks like that might be a technical pivot here. All right, it's always what you're looking at. Okay, where's that? Well, first, and are we technical? Right, that's wick. Interesting. It's wick that came right to that demand zone here. Do you see that? I don't know, it's hard you guys to see, right? So right here we got a little demand zone here. It's to the tick, right? But this is, it's a pretty good break, right? But it's wick only, right? We do not close below, right? Close, right? That's one tick above the 65 here. Through, but that rejected, right? Back, oh God, that's just, look how precise that is. It goes to the 50% of the demand zone. Amazing. Okay, so best case here is, okay, well that was a deep 4 and we're gonna do diag. So we can just look at it. We can see the 3 is longer, right? So now we'd be looking for 5 to be. Well, since 3 is longer, we're not going to have an ending diag, right? So we'd have something along those lines. This is good here because remember, in a diag, we want to see from the start of the 1 through the pivot of the 3. So that actually plays pretty well. So what? Right? 1, 2. Is it tradable? Well, let's get this out of here. I mean, this is all I would do if I were trading it right now. ABC. I'd go to a 5. ABC. Shit, I'm down to a 2. Do we have a 5 there? So that's deep, right? That's too deep. On the 2. It's a 3. Not much of a C though. So if you're taking that, I might take that with some small size here, just off of the perfect 50 that you got there. I don't love the, God, there's not much of a C there, but I mean, this is this your 2? And even that's a little tricky. I would not risk, what do you got there? I would not risk below that pivot, right? So this, if I was buying that, stop got to be right there. So I wouldn't mind it coming a little bit lower. I wouldn't mind coming to golden zone, for perfectly honest. There's really nothing else in there. Oh fuck, here, it's just faster if I do it this way. These have been filled in, right? So I've got unfilled, if this is going to be 3, right? This is pretty abrupt sell-off. All of this has been filled. So this is the one that it's dealing with right now, right? So here's the imbalance here that we did not get through. You'd like that. Here's a fair value gap down here. I like it down here. I can't pull that. I like it down here. So we'll do your stop. A little bit lower so you can get a cleaner, you know, it's again, when the shorter the time frame, you got to be a little more accommodating to, you know, less than perfect Elliott, because again, the shorter the time frame, the harder it is to spot, the more you're changing it, and the shorter the time frame, always the harder it is to trade. I had someone ask me today, he's been a member for a long time, if I ever traded the 5-second chart. There's no reason to do that. I mean, maybe if you specialized in that, but my reply was the shorter the time frame, the more difficult it is to trade, right? Which is why you're looking at a daily, always easier, or a 4-hour to get a good read on the Elliott count. Well, this, I can sure see the 3 here. That's not hard to spot. All right, okay, well, I got a 3. All right, do I have a good 5? Well, you can understand why we stop here, right? Which is always my first question. Why don't we keep going? A, B, C, it's not great. I'd like it a little deeper. I'd let that come down, right? And allow, you know, you may miss it. You got a little demand zone right here. All right, it's already partially mitigated. I wouldn't be overly aggressive there. Plus today, the market's a little weird today. We're outside of the IB. It's tried to get back into the initial balance all day, and it's not getting in, right? Which is, those are the dividing lines for trend day or range day. So maybe a short-term scalp, but I'd like it a little better down here for a position trade. Okay, so our what's that? Let's see if I got just a big upwards fucker. Yeah, I don't have a good count to share with you today. I agree with you. That's a little bit, you know, when you're down here on this, you're very, what did the last swing do? Okay, I got Ben B. Oh, we doing a triple on Ben B? Well, I think we are. It was wide open this morning. He took advantage, right? He's smart, right? I commented, you want to get the maximum benefit from your membership? Participate, post often, post all the time, whether you like it or not, because you'll get the feedback. Oh, shit, I don't know what it is. Right? Just post it anyway. That's how you learn. All right, so what are you thinking here, Ben B? CBO Global Markets, 3D, 3-day. I don't think we're gonna have to be in log scale here. 14, yeah, that's certainly. Well, that's quite a impulse if that's, see, because that's, well, let's come out of log just to check that. Okay, let's go. Let's keep it simple, right? When in doubt, simplify. 1, 2. Oh, looks like we got a slight overlap there. That's a bummer. Oh, let's see. How are we going to do that? Okay, do we have a 1 coming out of here? So let's wick that off. All right. So one, if nothing else, right? Hopefully, what you guys take out of this is same thing every time, right? That's. Whether this gets boring or not, right? It's almost not the point, right? We're here to make money. So the consistency of the approach is what I would want you to focus on, right? You know, this is the, I've been saying this lately, right? Working through these counts in a live stream is not to everyone's liking, right? Some people are like, oh God, just boring the shit out of me. But if you want to understand it, right? Because this is what you're going to do, all right? That's what I always try and do here is just say, well, if you're learning this, how are you going to approach this? And this is the sausage making where you're like, well, shit, that doesn't fit. No, oh, I thought, but no, nah, that doesn't fit either. Right? So if you're using Elliott as a guideline, you know, that's the first place that we often start is like, okay, well, do I have a count in here that works? And just as we looked at, oh shit, I can't remember, what is the diamond something, right? Where it's just not there. It's just not, it's not the right tool for the job. And here, okay, do we have it? Well, we've got the overlap here. So now you're thinking, oh shit, do I have to turn this into a diag? Well, it looks like looks like we have a candidate for it, right? If we think of this as, if this is the 1, 2, oh boy, this would be quite a 1. If that's the 1 of the next leg up, holy shit, right? That's pretty bullish. This is a good candidate for a 2. Boy, you want to, right? So 5 longer than 3, 3 longer than 1. Shit, I might get busted on some of that from my Elliott wizards. I think that's legit. This was a 50, right? We just looked at that. Right? So from the start in a diag, from the start of the 1 to the pivot of the 3, the 50 is where it's, you know, the ideal, like boom. And then we're 2 and through. We've got second target here, right? So this one has already been achieved. Right here we got first. We're at second target for that. You know, shit. I'm looking over my shoulder, thinking, oh God, is PK texting me saying, DMing me saying that's invalid? I think that could fly, right? As your 1, it's not going to be the 3, right? It can't be the 3, right? So that in a way, that's a huge benefit because you could look at this and go, see, if you're a sloppy Elliottisian or lazy, you just say, oh, fuck it. There's the 3. Oh, fuck. Well, who cares? Well, you might care, right? I mean, if this is going to play as a diag, right, an expanding diag, well, that's not the 3. It's not, right? So all of a sudden, whoa, did my 3 just get a whole lot higher? 1, 2. All right, so what are you looking here? Let's come back into all of this consolidation. Then you're looking for the monster, right? Where would that be, right? That would be up here, right? That's the 1618. If this is the 1, and then we pivot down here, the 3, that's a proxy for the 1618. Pretty bullish. Somebody bought that. I'm just not dumb, just inexperienced. What do you do with that? 1, 2, you shit. You need a 3, right? So you got to turn it into a. I don't think you got a 5 there. So you got to kind of work with a series of 3s. So that's a hurry up and wait, same kind of a thing. That's a runaway train right now. So for me, I would never, under any circumstances, buy that. I'd just say, okay, eventually, I don't care how the high that goes, eventually there's going to be a retrace. And I would wait for that. Hang on. But I'm picky, right? I'm very picky. I always, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. There's so many things to trade. Why take something that like, that's usually not the trade that works. Okay, got everybody? Intel, please. Okay, hang on. Fish we hunt. GoPro might worth. Okay, all right. Like the bid guys. Okay. I'm trying to catch up on the chatting here. Hang on a sec. Never a day I don't have allergies. Okay, so I got PK giving me somewhat clean setups I see on the phone, so I can't share charts. PK giving me images. Oh fuck, here. Can I do that? Let's see, how do I do that? I go copy image. Usually if I just click on it, I get his image. Oh, fuck me. Hang on a second. I can't see it. Oh, opening browser. There we go. All right. So this is TIA to the tether. I don't know TIA. Wait, yeah, I've looked at this. Okay, so this is TIA to tether. Let me get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, ending diag. Pretty. 5 down. 3, 5 down. So this is implied, right? We don't have this yet. So that's a 1 hour on TIA. So let's get over here and let's go to TIA. Oh, Binance probably fine. Oh, maybe not. What did you give this to me on? No, you did give it to me on Binance. TIA. And let's go to 1 hour. Oh, let's see. How'd you get here? 1, 2, 3, 4. You in log? I don't think you are. Well, from $2, yeah. Well, okay. I'm going to give you the alternate, right? So he's giving you this. All right, so we're done here. Well, that's a good 5, right? So what would the alternate be? Is there an alternate? I think we can agree that that completes. Well, you'd have to do it this way. So he's working it this way. Actually, that flies, right? So he's doing a 3, 3, 5. So you get a good flat into that. ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it gets a little squishy down here. Looking for that. You got some nice targets down here because this will be obvious juicy meat for the algos. Right, relatively equal lows, right? So if that starts to come down, expect those to get swept. This got mitigated. Right, so do you see what I mean by that? So here, this is got mitigated. Here, if I do it. All right, so here's the last. Right, down we go before it goes up. So here's the mitigation. So this has been tapped. So there you can make a case that this is untapped down here, even though that got in by just a little hair. That this would be the better play. And then it looks like, oh, I don't think he did, but right. So in a correction, we want to line it up. Say, okay, well, how does that look? I will look in a correction. You want to look both, right? So I'm going to look at a shift. Modified shift's just a channel, right? Same. So it's just a channel. But this looks like the default is going to work just fine. Original recipe would be perfect here, right? So what does that mean? Hang on. Sorry. Are we right on that? Here's the same thing happening here, right? So here's the little into the tap right here. So here's the supply. So it looks like we're starting there. So yet to come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And boy, would that give you a beauty here for a golden corner. Oh, I should show this to you guys. Does everybody know what a golden corner pocket is? I would assume members do. Everybody know what a golden corner is, right? So this golden being, I get the corner of the median lines. I should just show you this real quick. This may be the trade of the year, right? So then it would be, because we know we have 80% probability of making the median line, right? So that's Andrew's trading principle number 1, right? If we pivot here, as long as this low holds, we have the same thing happening here. As long as this pivot holds, we have 80% probability that we get there. 80%. I'll say it again, 80%. How many trades are you taking right now that have 80% odds of success? Now, 80 is not 100. Right? So don't say, oh, I took that trade, man, I got stopped. As long as this pivot holds. Oh, here, I'll show it to you. This is the, I don't want to get off of this yet. Here, let's come back here. Here's the golden corner. Oh, shit, that's not going to work. That's a copy. Yeah, let's do it this way. Golden corner of the year. Shit. Getting distracted. Okay, I just happened to see this the other day because I'm in it, right? So. Just so in case, like, if you don't know what these are, let me just get everything off of here. This is the golden corner of the year. I get it right on that pivot. Right, so that's the COVID low, golden zone. Now, you look here and you say, what's the only thing that could make that sweeter? Well, first, right, we can see this. All right, so we got that. We'd have the channeling. Just bring that back here. That's close enough. Close enough, right? Got a good juicy target here. What's the only thing that could make that sweeter? Well, here's your 80%, right? As long as this holds, 80% odds we get there. We get there, retrace, back again. Now if we're going to get to this target, we're going to get through here. But look, 1, 2. I might kick back a little bit, right? Because if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be just. You'll see that getting posted. But here's the trade. So this is from 215. Target is 402. I think that's the golden corner of the year. Okay, I got sidetracked there. I just happened to spot that and wanted you guys to see it. When I actually took this, I bought a put, which are fucking just overkill. Okay, so TIA, shit, did I finish with TIA? I think I did. Yeah, we finished with TIA, right? So we got this, and here I get distracted. So here's TIA with the potential to set that up. That's why I got off on that tangent, right? So but first, right? We got the sell side to deal with here, right? Coming out of this, that's got 80% odds, and if it's going to make the median line, maybe it's going to do it right here. That would be December. That's a 1 hour, so it certainly could. 80%. Now, there is one trade that is actually better, and that's when you hit one corner pocket leading into another. This doesn't look like it's a golden. Looks like it's too far, but it's still a corner pocket, right? It's not by much. It could be just wicks. It is. Yeah, it is just wicks. That's right on the line. So one golden that feeds into the next golden. That's a better than sex. Depends who the sex is with, but that's I don't know why I went there, but that's in trading. That's as good as it gets, right? One golden into another golden. Okay. What do I got? I got something else from him. Let's open in browser. This, oh God, all right, so he'll tackle something like this is I don't even know how you say it. EGLD, Eggland, on a 1 hour, A, B, C, D, E, right? So working it, so first thing is you bring that up and you go, what the triangle, right? If you're ever thinking that, oh shit, here, so well, anyone who's trading this, I don't know, we need to do much more here. A, B, C, right? Nice work here into the leading diag, B, C, right? Straight down. It's a waterfall. You got to call it impulsive. A, another triangle. Oh, that's choppy work in there. Up for the B, A, expand the B. Nice, he does great work, right? So you see it better here. But really, at the end of the day, we're just going, here's like the midline. We're just going sideways. Now, E, right, so ideally, right, it would come down here, but E will often under or overthrow, so we allow for that. That could have another leg here, because it looks like you could have a 5, so you want these to be 3, so this could be an A, B, C, and the E would roll over down here. For anyone who's trading that's another good one here. Thanks, PK, for posting those. Nice, James. Okay, let me keep going. Oh, I got one more from him. Okay, always good. Want to know what he's looking at. Let's see. Oh, no, that's Tether, right? So, oh, is this the alternate? No, that's Tether, right? Or TIA. We looked at that one. Okay, here's Abdo. Okay, I got to warn you guys. This is a white background. So this is going to shock the eyes. Okay, so he gave me an image. Did I get it? I don't think I did. Let's go open in browser. Okay, so this is Abdo. Abdo, I think, is a new member. Okay, so warning, warning, warning. You're about to get white screen. Oh, I don't think I can change that. I know, it's bright. It's bright, bright, bright. Speed Medical. Let me do this. Oh, God, I can barely look at it. All right, I'm so conditioned to... No, I don't want to do it there. I don't want to do it there. I don't want to do it there. Oh, God. Here, how about Apex? Or no, here we can do it there. Shit, that's a copy. Can't do it there. Here, we'll do it where I did Microsoft. Okay, this is Speed. I thought it's, when I first looked at it, I thought it was Speed Metal, of which I was never a fan. Call me a boomer. Speed Medical. Oh, Abdo must be, this is on the Egyptian exchange, must be. So, you wanted a 1 day. Let's go to a 1 day. So, Abdo must be from Egypt. Okay, so, Jesus. Everything looks like the alt boom bust lately today, or at least today. Okay, so we're going to go into logs, right? Definitely we're going to go into logs, yeah. So did I say that right? Abdo, right, has this as one. It's actually, I like the way he's done this. So he's got a full, all the way back. He's gotten all the way back coming here, right, with this as the candidate here, and he did a little work here on supply-demand zones here. So he's working it this way. Let me just give you his count so we can see A, B, 1, 2, looking for a C to come up here. It's pretty good. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Now this, of course, that has to hold. Let's get in there. So these are easy, right? So this becomes like, oh, okay, well, you got a choice here. Well, I shouldn't say it's easy. Excuse me. Sorry, okay. It's depending on how long you've been doing this, right? So the tendency for most people, particularly when they're new to trading, they don't want to get stopped out. They're not comfortable being wrong. So the tendency is, because you can look at this and go, oh, 5, 3, but it's a little shallow. Let's see if I take it out here. Maybe that's your workaround there. You can stay out of log scale, and we do have a 50, and we have all the right ingredients that you want to see, right, from a market structure. We want to see that lows were swept, right, because that's what the algo will do, right? It's just targeting liquidity. Okay, so A, B, 1, 2, 3, you know, I'm on a daily. I'm sure there's a 5 in there, so I got an A, B, C. And I'm going to have to go down to a 4 here. Do we have a 1 there? We may not. We may not, Abdo. Well, so what you'd hope for here, if you're a bull, is that, oh fuck, what just happened? Is that going too fast? That's not going to work, right? So I can't get a 5 out of that. I don't think I can, right? So you've got to, no, you can't. So you got to be prepared for that to roll over. Okay, so let's think about it. Okay, so where's Al? Oh, I have to come back one for Al. Okay, right, which I prefer. I think these are stronger measured moves when we do it this way. What is with my mouse? When we come back this way, because we have all of this to work with. It's not, I mean, many times these will be just the first retrace, so we'll get it. But if it misses here, like this went too far, when we come back here, because I have all of this structure here to play off, and often there'll be, oh shit, if I were to put them in there, it looks like there's a fair value gap right there. What do I got in here? That's a 200. So we're just here. This is a good one everybody uses. Nephew Sam, no relation. So we got, what happened there? We don't have one in there. Oh yeah, we do. Here we do. This is what I was looking for right here. So there's the fair value gap right there. Okay, so I can't get a 5 out of that. Well, I take that back. Maybe I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A. Okay, this is actually now at a lower time frame. Maybe we can get that to work. Okay, so there's a little 1, 2 here that I couldn't see on the higher time frame. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it gorgeous? No, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The impulse in the 3, which probably matters most, is decent, and this is here. So what do we do with that? Well, I think you're kind of stuck with an ABC there if you're bull. I mean, there's definitely an alternate count here. Boy, that's cutting it close right there. Whew. Does it matter? You might have to do it here. Since we have a double here, I don't know that it matters. I don't know that I would get caught up on that. Okay, so we've doubled down here, right? So just what you want to see at a pivot. Oh, and then here's you can see the demand that was there, right? So we come right to it, right? So here's the last downswing before we came out of that. So we've got a demand block here, order block if you like. into this now has been mitigated. Now we come out of it, and we come out of it with some displacement. Now here's what's up above. It strikes me that this could be an X, and then we're going to go A, B, and we come down lower. So I'd be tight on the stops. Well, this is the absolute, right? For this count to play, this is that your stop has to be there, right? Or you're changing your count on the fly. 1, 2. Well, okay. If that's the 2, well then. Right, here's the last, maybe if you kind of worked it into some sort of WXY. I don't think I would. I would use that as the pivot, right? If it breaks that double, which is going to be bait for the algo, right? Oh, equal lows, let's go get it. Premise would be if they can't get it, then I've got a good 1, 2 here. Okay, 1, 2, right? We're somewhere in here. Here's a little order block, 3. So that will be resistance as we come back up, and we've got, you got the same thing happening over here. Oh, looks like you got right. So you got to look for these, or use something like Nephew Sam, his fair value gap. Although there's kind of it's not real obvious today. Here you can fatten that coloring up so you can see it. So here's the little imbalance here. We come back to that. Okay, here's the imbalance here. Okay, if this is 1, 2, well, there you should be ready to rock right there. If indeed, right, whatever the low is here, 1, 2. Okay, I can live with that. All right, can we get a 1, 2, 3? Your stop placement, pretty straightforward, right? If we can get along here, minimum target here, exit. Oh shit, I'd put it right here actually. That's not, if you get here, well, now we're talking algo. This would be a candidate for the third, so you'd be here, right? If we go golden zone, here's the 1618, because that's a negative 100 from a 618, so it's 1618. So, okay, 1, 2, right? So we label it up. Okay, can we get that to fly? Coming out of that. It's not the prettiest start, but very tradable, right? So what's your risk reward here? 4 to 1, not bad. God damn it. It drives me crazy. Okay, Abdo, I think that looks decent right here, right? So very low risk, right? Particularly if you're newer to trading, number one thing that kills, always. Well, there's 2 things that kill. Too much risk and impatience. I want it now. I want it now, so I'm not willing to wait. And that's often the struggle, because people are impatient just naturally, like, oh, I'm a trader, so okay, I want to make it now. So what do? They shorten the time frame. What did I tell you earlier? The shorter the time frame, the more difficult the trading. So it's a negative cycle that most people fall into, and then they realize, oh, wait a minute, this is nuts. Not to mention, you got to be free to watch it all day. You go out to a 4-hour, right? And opens up your life a little bit. So there you go, Abdo. I think that's very tradable. Okay, thanks for posting that. Oh man, we're almost done. Oh, so I'm gonna have time to come back to you guys. Okay, so how am I doing on time? Oh, pretty good. Okay, so let me finish with CN Salazar. Oh, he must have been busy. Okay, so that's because he usually always posts a chart. Speak. Okay, let's go back to a daily for SoFi. All right, so SoFi, of course, very interest rate sensitive. All right, this got crushed. All right, so anything like this, first thing we do, well, let's find our low. Let's find our lowest low. All right, that seems like a good start. I'm on a daily. Got my low. Okay, well, we're not going to call that corrective. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's just work it out. Oh shit, I think you just start here. This is probably WXY because I'm finishing with a 3 here. 2, 3. Guess you're gonna have to go with that. Actually, take that back. ABC, you might need this to get your diag to finish. think you do. It's ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So diag. So that gives you a 5 that finishes there. Well, I'd be kind of curious to see, right, with the diag, right, ideally it's the 50. We don't quite get there. I don't have a 2 if I don't do that. AB, you might be able to get a diag in there. Well, let's just measure them out of log. Yeah, let's just do a quick measure before I just assume it. Sorry, god damn, I'm so sorry. I hate those fucking allergies. Looks like maybe that flies. Let's see. So 1 would have to be the longest. Yeah, that's gonna make it. And then 5 has to be shorter than 3. Oh God, you got to decide how much a purist you are there. I'm not that much of a purist, right? So I would just call that a completed diag. Now I got Elliott Wizards would probably be scolding me for that, but looking at that, a little sloppy down here. That might give you some pause that we didn't hold here, but I might wait, right? So thus, because I'm doing that, but look what I'm tapping. So I'm definitely tapping into these fair value gaps here. A little bit of mitigation here. No, let's see. I don't quite have a 3 here, so it's possible this has to go here. It's iffy. Right? So because of that, I'm not sure if I have to do it this way. I'd wait, right? So again, why force, right? Oh, okay, show me, break, right? Okay, I'll take that one. Rather than maybe I can fly with that. So you'd have to be doing this as an ABC, ABC. Okay, maybe. I'd like it all the better if we hadn't broken that golden zone, but since we did, I can see, right, there's potential to scoot that down, and this gets reworked. It's not terrible, right? So note here, here's the fair value gap. It's tapping here. Well, that's pretty typical, right? So you've got imbalances on both sides here. So whenever you're in a diag, right, this is a bull-bear fight, right? That's why the swings are so extreme. I don't love that because I've got this. Fuck. I'd be conscious of the fact that I might have to roll that over again. Well, okay. So what's the most obvious thing staring at us? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, mid, but lower low. Coming back to the fair value gap. Shit. Sorry, so I might wait a little on that. CN, because I'm not worried about miss. God damn it. Oh, God, no, I take so much medicine for it, it just won't go away. God damn it. Claritin D and Flonase today. Still can't get rid of it. Just I'm stuck with it until I move. Okay, so that one I'd wait on that one. Show me the breaks here. Show me the change of character. Right now I just got a downtrend. This not enough, right? That would be an intermediate. Oh fuck, internal change of character. Okay, but it's all wick. I ran right into this fair value gap. I want to see some breaks of some of these pivots. Break these. Then I'm very interested. My view. Okay, so I had a few up here before I. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a strange thing to have when you make your living on a microphone. Okay, so I got a couple of requests up here. GoPro. GoPro might be worth following. GoPro? Is that? Do you mean the stock? Oh, look at that nice V bottom. GoPro. This guy made $1 billion and then apparently sold his. He had quite a run, right? He's a billionaire. Billionaire. Interesting guy. But he is a billionaire. So is Adam. What's his fuck face? From WeWork. GoPro. This is, who gave me this? This is Fish We Hunt. Fish We Hunt. That's a good name. Okay, looks like I can get an impulse up here. Boy, that's a brutal. Jesus Christ, what a brutal correction. All right, let's go back. I'd have to go to weekly on that. That is ugly. Good God. Well, let's go all the way down. All right, so let's get into let's go platinum here. We got to the 887 here. Boy, you're going to need a. Well, much like we were just looking at, lower low, lower high, lower low, right, all the way down, right? So why would you be fighting that? Well, we didn't get a lower low here. We do not get a lower low, right? So that is what. Whoa. Now we could roll over. Well, fuck, where's zero? Are they going out of business? It'd be surprising. It's a pretty popular product. Got to get through that. Sorry. Got to get up. Right, so like something. These will be micro breaks. Like, so that would be the one I'd be targeting. Okay, get me out of this one. Right, that's the highest swing we had before we went down. Get me out of that. So this is, I mean, you know, it's so cheap. You could buy the underlying, right? I mean, the premise would be, oh, okay, so I'm going to kick here. I'm going to break some of this, get enough here. Okay, I'm going to attract some bulls. Right now. Maybe holidays, you know, you talk yourself into it. Oh, they should be popular, right? They'll probably be, what a great Christmas present, give someone a GoPro. Well, it was last Christmas. How do we go? We've been a lot of Christmases ago. Hasn't worked out that well, right, for owners of the stock, other than the founder, who's still got his billion. Fish, I'd wait. Fish, we hunt, right? You're fishing for a low there, hunting for an impulse. You don't have one yet. Get that. Take the retrace. Right? You're not going to miss it. It's not going to go vertical. Let it show its hand, right? Rather than anticipate. Right? It's very common for traders to do that. We kind of fill it in our mind's eye. Oh, I see where that's going. You can project, right? You can draw a roadmap, but you know, certainty is there is no certainty. Okay, I had a couple in here also. On lower time frame. Okay, let's go to a daily. We got a 5 there. Let's go to a 4. Oh, no, I gotta hide these. There's too many of them. You got a case there. Yeah, it's got an extra leg in it. Well, let's go to a 1. Okay, so let's go with it. Okay, fish. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so I got it. That's a little shaky, but let's go with it. 3 for the 2. Perfect. All right. Good. Skinny, but it's not like we've never seen a 2 at a 38. That's a big kick, right? So, okay, so now we're coming out of that. Yeah, 2 is a little. 4, 5, right? So, Jesus. All right, let's play that out. All right, so if that's 1, 2, well, that's going to be your 2 at that next degree. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. That looks like a decent 4. Let's get that in there. This is flat, right? So this is clean. I like that. And interestingly, right, you'll note we don't overlap there, but there I don't see that as a 4. This looks like triangle. Pop. I stand corrected, fish we hunt. You can take that right there, but be careful about the filling in the blanks there, because that's a little iffy, right? That's out of all of this, what do we have? Where was earnings? Oh, so this is a pretty good kick off of earnings right here. It's a little weird shaped. Maybe not. Okay, there's the 2, 4. You kind of want that to hold, right? So that to head towards that. I'd mark this off. That looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm glad we went down to a smaller time frame. Thanks for pointing me that direction. Looks good here. I wouldn't give that a lot of room. That's got to go, right? It either goes or it doesn't, or I'd take the small loser and see how far we're coming down, if we are coming down. Just for fun, let's get our EW with the squeezes on it. See how that looks. We got 3, 4, 5 of 3, 4. All right, ready to go. Yep. So what's the risk reward there? Not bad, actually. I'd be tight on that, because you kind of want that triangle to hold. Get a little breathing room. Well, there's 14 to 1. Give it a little more room. 5 to 1. But then this is going to, as a triangle, it's going to break down. So you're going to be kind of going, what doesn't play as well. So I don't know that you need to give that a lot of room. There's 12 to 1, right? Reasonable target. Okay, good one. Thanks, Fish We Hunt. Yeah, if it holds right here, that's a great looking triangle, and it's got to go. Got to go. Okay, I had one other Intel, and then I think that gets everybody covered, and then we'll wrap. Oh, maybe Coinbase. Let me get. Let's go back to a daily on Intel. Let's reset here. All right, Intel. Well, that's a kind of a wacky start to it. Okay, well, this starts out pretty nicely. 1, 2, not 1, 2. All right, so that's got to go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. A, B. Oh, fuck. Well, that works. A, B, C. Let's go to a 4. See if I can make something fly there. Oh, is that a hideous monster? That is not good Elliott Wave. This is more Wyckoff type. That's a good 5. That's a good 3. That is not our next leg. How are we going to do that? Let's see. Can we do a diag here? Well, that's clear as a bell. Ugh. Hey. Well, that's an ABC. Yeah. Interesting. All right, let's do a little diagnostics here. Why are we stopping there? Okay, that's a clue. This is just a motherfucker. I think the only thing I see here from an Elliott perspective that would be, God, can I get a... I don't think you can. I think you got to go with some sort of abortion. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Some sort of weird... Let's take this down a degree. Tough one. Oh fuck. W, X, Z into a 2. I wouldn't choose that for my next trade, but there it is. It's not great Elliott, right? So you, as in the swing structure, this seems pretty decent. And that looks impulsive. So is that my 2? Holy fuck. That looks like you'd have to do a W, X, Y into that for the 2. But boy, great. It rips coming off of that. Let's get these out of here just for a second. Good rip, right? Where is it headed? Brick wall, I would suspect. Okay, so what's unmitigated up here? This, I probably got this here. Reasonable, just hitting the lower edge of it right there. So we have some supply at the next golden zone. I can't say I love that start, but I don't see anything much better. Right? So a lot of threes. Getting us out of here. Maybe that flies, right? So you could probably live with that if you get a big enough kick here for the 3rd. So this would have to be all up here. You're looking for this 3. So let's do the math, or do the draw. 1, 2. You're gonna have to kind of clear that, right? There's a lot of congestion here. I mean, the other thing you could do, that I would do if I was really digging in to trade this, I'd want to see, okay, where's the, obviously, right? You're likely to have POC in there, unless it's down below. If I can get it to print. What happened? Oh, that's weird. Why didn't I get that? Huh. Weird. It's not that. I want my volume. Why am I not getting that? Fixed range. Let's try one more time. What the heck? Well, for some reason, that's not playing ball with me here. So, okay, that would be the 3, 4, 5 of 3 you'd be after here. That higher, that lower. Probably got a decent start on a channel there. That channel's pretty good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking for the 3 up here at the 2618. That's what I see. All right, I think I got one more. Coinbase. How am I doing on time? Shit, I'm 5 over. Okay, so let's go to Coinbase, right? Because I don't know what's wrong with my draw profile. That's weird. Let's just see. Maybe if that was something to do. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Huh, something not right there. Weird. Okay. I don't know why, but that's not working. Okay, so Coinbase. All right. Oh, that looks like a perfect sweep of liquidity right there. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Things I can't make up. Golden zone target. There's your algo in your face. Okay, so could we gonna do a W? Oh fuck. What are we doing there? Well, it's not 1, 2, 3. I'd be up a degree on that. Well, if it's not, right? I mean, it's either corrective if we're going impulsive. Okay. What am I on? I'm on a 4 hour. Okay. Same question every time. Why does it stop here? Here. Why does it stop there? Well, where could we be headed? 1, 2. Looks like a 50. Target. Unmitigated. Look for these, right? That's the last up, right? So potentially, right? You get some heat in there. You get some action, a reaction there. So if we're going up for the 3, that's got a ways to go, right? This now, let's see, just out of curiosity, if it's working over here, I don't know why that wouldn't be working. Oh, there we go. This must have been something about the last. It's weird. Right, so that was pretty good here. So we come down to the edge here and we went back. So this is a very high probability if you get to one edge and you don't keep going that you're going to go to the other edge. That would be up in the very high percentage trades. That's all coming down, right? So here, right, this just when in doubt, right? Simplify. Okay, so here's my base of support. We got everybody's fat and happy here. The market's comfortable here. Now we're pushing out of this, right? Do we have to establish a new range here? Well, okay, look up here, it's mighty thin here. So the internal count, right, if you're sticking with Elliott on this, is going to be something like this. Oh, let's go here. Go white. Okay. Well, again, you're just checking out the list. 1, 2. Well, it's not 3, right? So if it's either A, B, C, and oh, maybe not. Well, now if it's 1, 2, and not 3, what's next? Well, 1, 2. If it's going to be 1, 2, 3, we got to have a 1, 2 of the 3. So this is quite bullish for the 4 hour. Heads up when we get to 147. Okay, there was one more here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. IOTA, somebody wanted that. IOTA USDT. Usually I don't have time to take any, oh shit. I don't take any requests because I don't have time, but I'm glad we do. I'm happy to do that for people. All right, what are we doing here with IOTA, right? Other than getting pumped, why? Well, that'll do it. 100 million Abu Dhabi, that'll do it. Oh, it looks like all the alts. Okay, let's just, was there much to... Okay, well, so it almost doesn't matter, the internal, right? So the premise would be 1, 2, we're going up, right? If alts are going to go, we're going to have an alt season, right? Okay, well, we've got a good candidate for the low to be in. 3 drives. It's deep, right? Of course, it's very deep. It would be past the golden into platinum. Got the 764, 786. Pretty good bump. So the thought would be, let's get in there. So I guess you could live with it. Right? I'd probably start here to working on 3, 4, 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't say I like that. Because this is just, these are pump wicks, right? Like, look at all the wicks. That's a lot of liquidation going on in there. Can't say I love that one. All right, there was one more in there. Oh, I think I got them all. Okay, all right, I should wrap here. I'm over time. Okay, guys. Hey, should I mention, oh shit, I should mention this. Couple of days left on our Black Friday. Okay. Look at me. I should mention at the beginning. I always forget. I'm not a great promoter of my own stuff. Black Friday's still going on, so you got to essentially getting 50% off everything that we offer, right? So we do that to the end of the month. So if anyone's interested and want to work on their Elliott skills and they like this, right? Again, I know this can be kind of boring watching somebody do it, but that's whether you're watching a video or you're reading a book, right? It's just grinding through. How does that, right? And then it becomes a matter of, you have to see it over and over and over again, right? Where you go, oh, okay, I've seen that before. Right? It's a lot of what's happening here is, oh, I've seen that before. I know what's likely to come from that. Not certain, but likely. Oh, do I think I have an edge here? All right. So if this keeps going here, wouldn't you think? Oh, impulse. Oh, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's there. It's ugly, but you could probably get a diag into that pivot low at the 764. 1, 2. Rip. All right, I got to wrap it. Okay, guys, TradeDevils.com. If you want to, of course, you can always join us for free. The Discord access, where if you want to participate in some of these live streams, right, and just post your content, get some feedback, all that's available. Everything's 50% off through the end of the month. Okay, guys, that'll wrap it. You have a good one.